So I've been smoking one of these, and I've never been a big smoker, but this is just one of the things I cannot get addicted to for some reason. I've had a lot of addictions over the years. I've had alcoholism, I've had pornography, and this is all like I've been very open about my past prior addictions. Um, these are just one of the ones I could never get addicted to. Like I could smoke one now, and it could be probably like a couple of hours, a couple of months, or a couple of years before I take one again. It's like very on and off. But these, because I don't smoke cigarettes, I smoke like cigars, and these are like the miniature version, and they go like for 150 a pack, a euro 50 a pack. And I was thinking about buying another pack, but it's like I kind of want to quit the smoking. Like I've been on my unhealthiest, dare I say, my unhealthiest, ever since I arrived here. Now I've been not on my best. I don't want to put it out there in the universe, but I haven't been my best. And I just want to make sure that despite my, you know, vices, because we all have them, and trust me, around this island, our vices come very cheap. Now, like I said, I can buy a pack of these for 50. I can get a liter of beer for 90 cents, euro cents. I can buy energy drinks for euro 50. I can buy a lot of things for a very cheap price. Now, plus side is I don't have an apartment right now. All right, I've been living in a cave, been vagabonding for a while. That being said, you know, it's come to time where you really want to, because I have so many ideas, so much to do. There's a lot of money to be made here, you know, especially in the times we're living in now. It was like, you know, I don't live, let me put it, I don't exist for that. But I do want to be able to work consistently and not have to preoccupy about where my needs are going to come from or where the methods to have my needs met are going to be coming from. So these very easy, and even my teeth not my best right now, but if some of the stuff I use and the fact that if I get my calcium levels back on track, like it'll be like nothing ever happened, because I've been very fortunate. Like, okay, I badmouth my parents a lot, but I have some of the most amazing genes because of them. All right, uh, can't deny that. You know, they're a piece of shit. I'm not gonna lie there, but they give me some great genes to work with. So, you know, I'm not at odds with where I am, who I am, where I come from, what I've been going through. Especially with Marietta, knowing what she's been coming to, and I'm not going to tell her story here, but it's like it's been rough, and I'm like, oh my god, some stories are similar, some versions are way more extreme than I ever went through, and some of it's just like, whoa, like she's been through a lot, and I get it, but I'm looking to having a good time with more interesting people and thus creating beautiful things because we can have them. It's unfortunate that the war in Palestine is still going on. Like I said, I was living for a month and a half in complete limbo. I was thinking about all these ideas and all these things, and I'm like, but yeah, there's still this going on. There's a war in Lebanon going right now, and they have a message for Iran, and I don't know what that's going to entail. And I'm also going to be like, yeah, but also all of it could be blown up. Like literally, the way I was living without my phone in my hand for a month and a half could really have been like, the world could have blown up, anything and everything could have happened, and none of it would have mattered because I'm sitting here doing my journey still. It's kind of like the Jim Carrey's Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's depressing. It's difficult to watch. But it's worth noting that if you have some deep questions about your current state of being, that is the perfect place to do. More intuitive content also coming soon, like Alan Watts, like everyone should be memorizing that man, everyone should be remembering Shintoism and Buddhism, but during my spiritual journey I've done a lot of work also. And it was kind of spent, and luckily I had Chicho and the family saying like, hey, we see you, you're a good person, you always have a smile on your face, even though I have many battles. I've had many battles to go through, and yeah, it was really like, yeah, this is it's not done yet, and I've still got a lot to do, but at least I know where my part in it has ended, because you don't exist to solve anyone's problems, especially the ones that aren't yours, that you have inherited. So, that being said, I've inherited a fascination with these because I only smoke cigarros. I don't smoke weed. I could have bought that too today, but it's like, I just don't want to. I don't want to smoke weed. I don't want to do it. Now I will tell you a story about something else I did, but that's going to be for another time. But anyhow, I'm going to go away at this for a moment because life has also got to be lived, and I intend on living it. So, it's going to make a lot of content, going to make lots of great stuff, but it's also like, I don't want to exist for just that. So, oh, it's out. Hold on. Part of the beauty of these things tend to go out also by themselves, so they don't just go smoke up all your stuff. And I was like, where is my lighter? Because even around here, it's like, yes, your vices are cheap, but if you're not careful, money just goes. Yeah, spirits. Sometimes I think that there's just one. Fire again. So yeah, my sister was a model, my mom was a model. I never wanted to do that because I thought it was superficial, but yeah, before the pandemic I was making more money doing modeling than I ever did doing the regular shit. And it's not like the regular shit helped out, because it's like I've been homeless for 5 years now, and I've had more pussy thrown at me than when I was a working man. So it was like, yeah, if you work, you're not doing it for the pussy, because there's plenty of it. Yeah, sorry ladies for my vulgar language, but I am a man. I'm a sensitive man. I am a gentle man, but I am a man. So I cater to women for as balanced as I can, but I'm a man. I talk man shit, and I love pussy. So that's just, you can talk eloquently and intelligently, but sometimes I just need to talk my shit. I just need to talk my shit, dog. Sometimes, just need to talk my shit. And I'm gonna do a lot more content in Spanish too, because I wasn't confident in my Spanish in the beginning. Not that I couldn't speak it, it's just I didn't have too many people to speak it with. But now I've kind of released myself. My inhibitions of debilitations when it comes to languages has gone away. Because when you speak multiple languages, like sometimes you get stuck in one way or another, and people are like, yeah, you've been talking English for years. But it's like, I've had Spanish TV before I had English TV, so people tend to forget that. I was speaking Spanish before I ever did any of the other 8 languages I know. So it's like, yeah. And there's certain arrogant cockiness around here, but part of it is it's a mix of land culture, but it's also like, yeah, island life. You're not, like I said before in my previous videos, you're not going to escape that if you want to live on an island. No matter where you go, Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Barbados, Jamaica, you're going to get the same. But yeah, I'm gonna shut this off now. I'm gonna roll, like, but I don't want to do too much. Like, there's this big video I want to do, and I know it has something to do with my trauma and the shit I've survived. And it's gonna get me out of this financial rut I'm in. It's also gonna put some fame on my name, and I don't want that because I get enough stares from people every day. None of them are good. There are some of them. I wouldn't say they aren't good. They're invasive. I find when people look at me in my direction, and sometimes people think I've been called a Sicario for the fact that I've just looked at people like, what are you looking for in this direction? But because I've been looked at, like, ever since I was a kid, I'm kind of defensive at people staring and how they stare. And it's just gonna be something you have to go through. Just what it is. Also, spiritually, I'm looking at a bee, but I'm looking at these rats with wings. And in the Batman movie, we call them bats, but they're actually pigeons. Rats with wings. Yeah. Yeah, and I want to leave it up there, and I'm just gonna see if I can catch some internet around somewhere. Because I don't want to go to the airport again, but I'm gonna have to go to the airport because I can have internet freely again. And I can also do my work in moderate peace. But I also know that ever since Gaga died, I just don't want to go back there again. It's like 2 people I've lost at that airport already. And both of them I really would have loved to see have a happy, good old life. But it's also, hey, people have their vices, and sometimes their vices take over control, and I have no control over that. And Gaga's passing definitely made me learn that. Indefinitely. That, yeah. I mean, he was a happy guy, always. But yeah, he was drinking a lot, and when you have epilepsy and you drink a lot, then yeah, you're gonna go a lot faster. But hey, that was his decision. He wanted to go out like that. My sister was on drugs, and she died. I was like, yo, it's her decision. She did that. She made that decision, and she's got to live with that. Same thing with my friend Marietta. Again, I don't want to talk about her because it's her story, but I gotta say, hey, if you know you're a big girl and you eat 3 bags chips a day, or like, hey, I'm not saying I've been living healthy either, all right? Because I've been doing the same thing as her for about weeks now. But I also know that, hey, I put this in my body. I know I'm not going to be functional, all right? Or I'm not going to be as functional as I would like to be. Hey, I'm smoking right now as I'm doing this video. Like, yeah, it's a decision. And I got to live with my decisions. Everybody's got to live with their decisions. And especially when you live on the street, like, hello. Yeah, sure. Certain decisions are made for you. You didn't decide to end up on the street, but you decide how you make it through, right? I decided to make the best of a bad situation, and I decided that no matter what, I'm going to make the best of it. And I have, and I feel like I'm catching the way up. So, my feet are kind of shitty. So I've been walking endlessly. My feet have more holes than shoes do. Been drinking a lot more, smoking a lot more. Living not as healthy as I want to be, but we're getting there. As soon as my phones are fixed, the other ones, I can pay for my gym membership, and just work on living a healthy life again. And now knowing my boundaries, like every sense of the word, like I know what I'm not going to engage in, and I know what I'm most definitely want to engage in. Because I'm not lazy, I've always worked. Never been shy of working, or working hard at something. But I don't want to do useless work. And I don't want to do the work that, I'm just doing it just for being along with the masses, or going along with what society wants of me. Because even when I was going through my trauma, living like half a man, I've already went through that shit. It's not. So yeah. So I'm on my 15-minute track. I'm just gonna leave the video there. I'm just not gonna do anything for the day. I have my iced tea. I have a bag of chips. I might go dumpster diving again at night, but we'll just see. I'm not the only one doing it. And of course, when you live on an island, and look, dumpster diving is not a bad thing, but you know, a certain discretion is advised. Because, yeah, you know, you live in a nice house, but the street's for everybody. You know, you don't need to be gang affiliated to know that. But, you know, some people want to, as they say here, toca los cojones. And, yeah, that's on you, you know. But I've gone to a point that, yeah, I'm just not going to let that define me anymore because they've done all sorts of shit. Try to get me there, so, yeah, fuck it, you know. So I'm going to smoke my last ciggy. I hold two in my hands. I don't know why, but I'm only going to smoke one because it did way too much. Somebody would have got a seed thing by now. They're like 50 cents worth of beer. Thought I'd get more out of it, but it's like, even on the island, your vices are cheap, but how you spend your money when you do have it is entirely up to you. And yeah, you know, luckily you got some great people. I just want to be there for this. I'm going to need both hands for this one. So guys, like, share, subscribe, because we're going on a journey. Full energy drink, which is fake energy, but honest place is real. So let's go there. See y'all. Peace.